Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today, still up in Vegas, down in Vegas, enjoying the Splinterfest experience. Went to Fremont Street, which, if you don't know, is like kind of the older Vegas. Some of the antique buildings that have been around for decades, and it's a totally different vibe than the main Vegas Strip these days. And grabbed a bite to eat, Chick-fil-A with my buddy, and now just trying to get ready for the true Splinterfest experience, starting at 11 a.m., which is an hour from now from when I'm recording it. But before I did that, I wanted to get in here and do a quick video talking about Riftwatcher cards that I think are really interesting. And you know me, one of the things that I find most interesting about talking about the best cards is not what is the most overpowered and therefore the most recognized and the most meta and the most expensive, but actually looking off the radar and looking at those cards that are more more affordable and more of sleeper options. And I definitely think that the Lichen Beast is like in that conversation. This was a card I was kind of not sure about initially, like in the first couple of days, but as I've been doing kind of my exploration on the deep dive of like into the abilities, into the mana cost, into the synergies and the opportunities for, you know, I guess just good success. It seems like this could be an interesting card. And if you don't already know, the Lichen Beast, it has Enrage at the lowest level there. And that's going to be key to making this thing really what I think is meaningful. So, going from at the lowest levels at bronze, you only got one speed, and that's just it's not functional. This is not an interesting card for bronze. Maybe it is if maybe it's going to win because that enrage is going to put it into like 3 damage, but I still feel it's going to be too slow at probably 2 speed, I guess. But look, when you start to get into the higher levels here, the speed goes all the way up to 4 naturally. Is that the speed? No, sorry, the speed goes up to 3 naturally, and then you're gonna enrage, which is gonna bring you up to 5. And if you have modifiers, you can get some significant speed, and not to mention your damage output, because your damage is gonna be 4, which goes to 6 because of the enrage, and 50% bonuses, right, on the speed and the damage output. And you're going to be evasive. You're going to hit like a truck. And I think the knockout also, if there's an opportunity to bring stun with you, wow, right? Like that's not because you're doubling knockout doubles that damage again. So fast, devastating, very low mana, and there's combos with synergies around stun. And actually there's a lot more stun nowadays because of the new Riftwatchers expansions. So I think this card is pretty interesting, especially for the cost. But the thing is, I'm not saying I would rush out and buy it. I am slowly accumulating this card, but this is not like a wow, this price is so crazy, we need to get it now. It's like just a conversation around the quality of this card. I think this is a card. It is the second cheapest Riftwatchers card right now, and it is a common, and so there's a lot more copies of it. Plus, Riftwatchers is only 700,000 packs have been sold or something like that out of 3 million. I feel you're going to see more and more supply coming online, and we don't need to rush into our positions on most of these cards. It's going to take a unique burst of exuberance from our market, from the economy of our game, for these cards to really pull away price wise to the point where you can't afford them. I think you're going to see a ticking down of the prices on cards like this. So I'm not saying rush out and buy Lichen Beast. I'm saying though that I think it's strong, and I think up until this week or so, I haven't really taken it seriously. And that's the evolution of the meta. We still need time to really see what works well with what, and to really start to discern what's really must have and what's maybe just okay and in the background. But I do think for 5 mana, this amount of damage at the diamond or champion level, this card's going to be a really significant one. It has enough hit points that it can be damaged and therefore trigger that enrage regularly. It's got a good amount of speed and a good amount of damage, which you're going to amp up at that enrage mode. And then also, if you partner it with some exceptional summoners, you really get something special. And so I'm going to finish the video with one clip that a buddy sent me, Lordo, who some of you will know. He's always part of the Splinterlands TV audience. And he sent me this clip. This is him running Llama with Lichen Beast. And watch what happens here. This is not max level either. He's at a level 8 Lichen Beast here. He's got a level 3 Llama. So this is like gold level. 8, look at that, 8 speed, 8 damage output. and you think, oh man, he's dying. He doesn't have any sort of heal. Well, he's going to get through it. And good luck hitting him. You know, you have that monster had a 50% chance of missing. 50. And that's not even an optimized playstyle. That's an amazing example of what you could do with Lichen Beast if you have a llama, of course. But I mean, if you had Kitty on that, or you know, any sort of in the back, forget about like a low mana match. What about a high mana match where you put that one in the front and you get a bunch of you play blind, you play swiftness, you play slow, you play stun, like we said earlier. He has the knockout, so those 8 hit point, that 8 damage output is going to turn to 16. Guys, I actually think this card is really good, and it's one of the cheapest. It's one of the 2 cheapest cards in the Riftwatchers expansion right now. It is a common, so you need 400 copies to max that thing out. I don't know how successful it's going to be at bronze, but definitely if you're diamond, gold, champion, this is a card that I think you're going to want to take seriously. Guys, thanks so much for your time and attention. I hope you're having an amazing day. Stick around for more Splinterfest content taking off on Monday morning. So there'll probably be more videos than usual because of just the excitement and all the things going on. So guys, stick around, stay tuned. Have an amazing day. God bless.